Absolutely. I pledge allegiance
Allegiance to the
to the
flag
flag of the
of the
United States
of
of
America
America and to the
and to the
republic
republic for
for
which
which
it
it stands,
stands,
One
a nation
indivisible,
under
under
God,
God,
indivisible,
indivisible,
with
with
liberty
with liberty
and
justice
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 for all.
for all. Father God, right now, we just want to pause and say thank you for allowing us to come out here in the village of Woodlawn and do the business, what is important to, not for ourselves, but for the residents of the village. Right now, God, we just ask that you do a special prayer for our council member, Miss Rosemary Brown, as she is saying her final goodbyes to her mother and the passing of her mother. As we want to just say thank you, God, for allowing her mother to spend 94 years with her on this earth. And Father God, again, we just want to ask that you just touch the families, the households here in the village and protect them from all heart, harm, and danger. And Father God, right now, we just want to ask these blessings in thy son, Jesus' name and for his sake. Amen.
Amen.
Roll call, please.
Esther Boyd,
Present.
Rosemary Brown is not present. Cindy Chandler,
I am present. I am trying to,
connect. Okay. Pamela Fitzgerald,
Present.
Robert Lawson,
Present.
Kiana Tribune,
Present.
Mayor Poole.
Present.
Present.
Did you say Esther Boyd?
I did. She's the first on the list. ma'am.
Present.
Very well. Is there a motion on the floor to excuse Miss Brown from tonight's meeting?
I'll make a motion to excuse Miss Rosemary Brown from tonight's council meeting.
I'll second it.
I'll second.
Motion been seconded, properly moved. All ayes?
Aye.
All right.
Very well. All right, reading and disposal of the previous minutes, regular council meeting from December the 21st of 2021. Are there any corrections, deletions, or additions to the minutes in front of you? Having none, I do ask for a motion to approve the minutes from December the 21st, 2021.
I'll make the motion to approve the minutes from the regular council meeting on December 21st, 2021.
I'll second it.
All right, motion been moved, properly second, all ayes?
I,
All right.
Very well. Organizational meeting that was held on January the 12th. This is the council organizational meeting, again, that was held on January the 12th, 2022. Are there any corrections, deletions, or additions to the minutes in front of us? Having none, I need a motion to approve those minutes.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes.
Is that for the organizational meeting?
Yes, it is.
Very well. Is there a second on the motion?
I'll
I'll
second it.
second it.
All right, motion been properly moved and second, all ayes.
Aye.
Very
Aye.
well. Very well, thank you. All right. Any appointment confirmation presentations that appear that we have any tonight? Is that correct, clerk?
We have none.
Very well. Any petitions or claims from the public?
No, we don't have any of those either, Mayor.
Very well. Committee reports. Ms. Fitzgerald, can you be so kind enough to report on finance tonight?
Sure. The Finance Committee meeting met on January 18, 2020 at 7 p.m. Members present was Rosemary Brown, our chair, myself, and Cindy Chandler. Also present was Tim Engel, Charles Willis, and Anton Turley. Some of the agenda items that we talked about during the meeting is there's a income tax update. We completed a first year of RITA and had an increase of $739,000 because we took RITA as collecting for us. The village collected $504,857.10 in taxes related to the month of December. Our road fund receipts and disbursements include $2,212,030.95 of receipts since 2019. And we've dispersed $778,941.22. The village tax revenues are currently 13% above revenue from last year and 10% above tax revenues for 2019. Mr. Engel gave us his tax updates, which included his appropriations and revenue report, receipts and expense report, general fund balance report, bank reconciliation reports, overtime report, salary expense report, and also a negative balance report. I would just like to let the public know that the village has eliminated a total of $850,469.45 in negative balances, and that's definitely something to be proud of. We also talked about had upcoming talks about a pool levy as of December 31st, 2020, that we're talking about that in advance. The village, this 2 mil levy pool is set to expire the year of 2022. The village director, has contacted the village bond attorney to obtain guidance on placing the new levy on the ballot as of 2022. There's two things that we talked about. A replacement levy, assuming passage, would generate roughly $200,000 in taxes for the purpose of operating the municipal pool. A renewal would generate approximately $151,000. So we're definitely in talks about which direction we should go into. We also talked about new business, the financial statements for the year ending in December of 2021 related to the village of Woodlawn and the Woodlawn Special Improvement District are due March 1st, 2022. And Mr. Engel also gave us a recap on some of the things that we were victorious in as far as our financials for 2020. This is really good. The village eliminated all our negative balances, which I just talked about. The village analyzed the debt related to the Woodlawn Community Center and performed a bond refunding, which saved the village $527,827 over the remaining life of the debt and removed 6 years of debt payments. The village gave all village Woodlawn raises and restructured and increased wages related to the village fire department. We also secured a loan to purchase a new dump plow truck for the village public works department. The village received over $450,000 in federal grants related to the American Recovery Act, FEMA, and the Community Development Block Grant. And the village received an additional $739,168 in income tax revenue after contracting with Rita for tax collection services. So these are just some victories that we talked about in the meeting, which we should be definitely proud of. We went over some legislation that will happen a little later tonight during this meeting. And the meeting was adjourned at 8:26 p.m. Very good meeting.
Very well, very well. I do just want to point out, if there is anyone that's from the public that is listening to this meeting, as Ms. Fitzgerald pointed out, a couple wins in there, one of which we made the decision a couple years ago, again, to go with Rita, which is the Regional Income Tax Administration. And we see what that did. You know, it was some we had some fear out there, but I think we've gotten over that fear and we've seen what positive impact it did for the village. So I wanted to point that out. And then secondly, which is most important as well, is when I look at when I look at the negative fund balances, $850,000 in negative fund balance, that right there is something to applaud not only our finance director, because we have to give him all that credit for that. When he came into the door with us a couple years ago, he went right to work on negative fund balances. And so today, here we are in 2022 reporting that we have gotten $850,000 in negative fund balances cleaned up. So Tim, to you, hats off, great job, great job. I think the entire council is excited about that. So I just want the public to know that we have some folk in place that are really doing what is best for the village. So again, thank you, Tim, for that. Are there any other questions to Ms. Fitzgerald in terms of finance? All right, very well. Municipal Managers Report.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor, members of council. I'm going to start with the village manager's office. Building security. So we received quotes from the card reader system from ADT. And matter of fact, at the time of this writing, we're moving ahead with purchasing a card reader system. To update you on that, we're going to get rid of the key codes and everyone will be issued a card reader. And the reasons for this is we won't have to track physical keys. It will just increase building security. So we're moving ahead with that. On top of that, I'm working with Chief Tillman, and we are going to require at least all employees to have IDs. The police department will coordinate that. We're working on how best to get those printed, whether we're going to do the machine ourselves or whether we're going to continue to send it out to a third party. But again, just to increase security around the village property. I'd like to give a shout out to the staff at the municipal building who've been working hard on decluttering and organizing the administration building. Done a lot of work. Right now, we are clearing out the conference or the multi-purpose room. The next step is going to be to construct that wall so that we have a true conference room where the council can go into executive session along with the village manager's office. We can have any conferences that we need with third parties when we do village business, and then create a space for the employees to have an actual break room where they can sit down, they can relax, and they can eat their lunch. Had to delay the employee engagement survey, but that's going to take place in the early spring. Doing that just to get a sense of every employee, to let them know that they are a valued part of this organization and that we could not possibly do the work that we need to do, this necessary work, without them. The website rebuild. So we've been working with Civic Plus, and we've received a quote from them as far as rebuilding the website, making it more attractive, making it more functional, using that website as a way to engage the community. So one of the things that caught our attention was the fact that village residents can go to the website, sign up for notifications that they want to receive, and actually sign up for how they want to receive those notifications, whether that be text messaging, whether it be email. And they can choose from a menu of things that they want to be kept updated on, whether that's the recreation center, whether it's council. They can choose what they want and be notified when and how they want. So we're really excited about that.
Great job.
The performance management system. So we talked to our vendor, our pay vendor, Paycom, and we're in the process of purchasing the module so that we can do employee evaluations, that we can document those evaluations, that we can set employee goals, and then they can see the direction that they're moving and have documentation of how they are doing. And we're going to do that in conjunction with an HR specialist, and we're going to figure out how we're going to do that. But to create this system, and then we'll become a culture, have a culture of accountability. That's what we're working towards. Road and sidewalk projects, which I'll give a further update when I get to public works, but we've interviewed a new engineering firm, and we're working on a contract so that we can partner with them, not only to do a strategic or make a strategic road plan, but also a strategic sidewalk plan, something that's in print that we can point out to the residents when they ask, when is my street going to get taken care of? Let's move on to fire. As mentioned last time, Assistant Chief Pittman has applied for an AFG grant so that we can buy more fire gear, and we'll need that when we onboard the volunteers, which I'll report on later. Also, the SAFER grant, which this is the Staffing for Adequate Fire and Emergency Response grant. So this was created for communities like ours so that we could pay for firefighters in order to man the fire station. And it's a really great government grant. If we get it, it will help move that money from the general fund, and we could use it to supplement, staffing our fire service, which would really be a help. Had a meeting with Chief Johnson, and talked about the volunteers, and he's getting the training program ready. And the early indicators is that this is going to be a successful program that will also help us to staff the fire department. The SBA Cascade system, we're working on the electrical part of that so that we have the infrastructure ready. We should be about 10 to 12 weeks out from getting that installed. And remember, that's the system that fills the air tanks that are on the firefighters' back. And working to become a member of a co-op in order to buy the station exhaust system, which protects the firefighters' lungs from the diesel exhaust. Had an interesting wrinkle in that, but we're going to work it out along with our law director. Moving on to Public Works. The ORC states that you cannot put a sign on a public pole that does not relate to traffic and that the Department of Engineering has not okayed. So I have instructed the Public Works interim director to, whenever they see these signs of, buy junk cars, buy used mattresses, whatever, that
Thank
really
you.
make the village look junky, tear them down, throw them in the garbage can. And we will continue that process. So as they ride around, we'll make sure that we keep the village presentable, because that's, it's the home of our community, right?
Correct.
Got some good news on the Riddle Road Bridge. So last time, remember, it got disqualified. And the Riddle Road Bridge is the responsibility of Hamilton County.
Correct.
Well, their application got disqualified because of some problems with the application. Well, I talked to Fred Schlimm there, and he said that they are moving ahead with engineering, that it should be near completion, and that there is a good chance that even though we did not get OWPC funding for this, that they're still going to go ahead and they're still going to do the improvements. So I called him earlier, late last week. He's going to get back to me, and hopefully that'll be good news. That doesn't matter that we didn't get the funding, that bridge will be improved. Redna Terrace, we're going to put these projects in Chester Road, going to put those out to bid again, and we're going to use, hopefully, this new engineering firm. They seem to have really good success with securing grants, and they also have good success with follow-up and the quality of their work. As we mentioned earlier, the contract with Pivot, there were some changes in pricing when we asked for a no-fault termination clause, and we're going to table that into possibly next month. And I'd just like to add that whenever I sign a contract with the village, I want that clause, because I'm not going to sign a contract that puts us at a disadvantage where we are held hostage by a third party or a company. Woodstock, Timberland, and Ronnie, the projects, again, we're going to rebid those, hopefully using this new firm. And the state has money to pay for the building demolition and the tank removal on Springfield Pike. Now, I just got the email, and I'll talk to Tim about this, but we're going to have to apply for this quickly. But hopefully we pay for it, then we can get reimbursed by the state for those necessary things that we have to do to that property. Just got plans over to the contractor for the municipal building generator, so hopefully that will happen soon. And moving on to the police. So the Baldwin software has been installed, it's up and running, and things look successful with it. Now, the RMS software, I've been talking to Chief Tillman, we're going to have to move to a different company. This company does prefer Baldwin, but it will provide accurate records for our police so that when we're running reports or when we're applying for grants, we can use the accurate information, because the company that we're with, sometimes the data doesn't coincide. Recreation, finally. Talked to Paula, and we are going to be submitting to council a job description for the assistant director position. So this will be a creation of a new position. It will be someone that can help her in not only the day-to-day running of recreation, but also in the putting on of the wonderful events that she hosts there, and the things that she does to serve the community. So that will be probably before council next session, and then we can go out and advertise for that and see if we can get that filled. And I want to end by saying that REC has some really good programs. The Mlk program on January 17th was done. 69 participants attended. Unfortunately, this had to be moved to Zoom because of COVID, but it was a successful program. And there's a recording that as we do the website refresh, we're going to try to link that to the website. And then those who want to see that can see that. The basketball
already
leagues, they started back on the 15th of January, and then coming this spring, we have baseball signups. And let's not forget the 50 plus club. They're averaging 15 to 17 per meeting. They had a really good meeting, and hopefully once the surge drops, which it seems like it's going the right direction, that attendance will pick up, and they will be able to enjoy the rec center without the fear of COVID. That having been said, I am open for any questions that anyone may have.
Very well. Thank you, Mr. Turley. I got a couple questions I was writing. When we talked about the Riddle Road Bridge, and we know that that application was disqualified for whatever reason. So now we're going kind of plan B. Do we have a ballpark in terms of timing? How, if the bridge were to be torn down, reconstructed, what does that timeline look like?
So when I talked to Fred, he said that after the engineering and everything's done, that he wouldn't start until probably the end of this year or early next year. We did not, however, talk about the total timeline for the destruction and the reconstruction. I will touch base with him, and I will get you an answer to that question.
No worries. And so on the barbecue property at the 10,000 block, so you're saying that the state does have money to remove the tank and to remove the building, to flatten the building, as well as remove the storage tanks?
Yes, they have demolition and remediation or brownfield funding that, again, we have to act quickly on it. I'm going to get with Tim, and we're going to get that application in. The Hamilton County is guaranteed to receive at least $500,000 for this, and they're going to pretty much dole it out on a first come, first served basis.
Okay. And are there any other sites when we talk about money being used like a brownfield for the barbecue property? Are there any other properties that have been identified in the village that we could possibly put that into that grant, a brownfield grant?
You know, we had originally thought about the Maggard property in case we had to, but unfortunately, we got a really sad email that she closed on the property with a cash buyer. I know that I talked to Tim about the Chatsworth, or the property on Chatsworth. If the person came down, most likely that's going to have tanks on it. But if we were somehow to get that property, then that could be used for the tank removal that would be there. But offhand, I can't think of any more properties, but I can definitely look that up.
Now, I'm going a little bit further in terms of that brownfield. Now you're kind of just making me think a little bit here. In terms of the property on Chatsworth, and I take it that you're talking about the old Clark gas station. Would that be correct?
That is correct.
If we were to apply for a brownfield, so we would apply for a brownfield to remove and flatten the property at the 10,000 block, correct?
Yes, sir.
In that grant, do you have to be specific in terms of what your plan is, or is there kind of like a general, we have a property or potential property? I'm just trying to understand, do we have to have the property in our possession as the village in order to apply for such?
So it is my understanding that at this time you have to have a property and you're ready to go. Now, what I'm hoping is that this won't be a one-time thing for this grant.
Right.
That this is something that hopefully each year we can apply for. So as we get properties, if we have those challenges with them needing to be remediated, that we can continue to go back to the county and to the state for money.
Okay, I got you. And then, oh, that was it. That was it, Mr. Turley. I apologize. That was it. Does anybody else have any questions for Mr. Turley? I just went in, didn't I, team?
I got a question.
Yes, sir.
Hey, how you doing, Mr. Turley?
I'm well. How are you?
Good, Councilman Lawson. Good report tonight, by the way. My question is pertaining to the employees' ID badges. will they be visible for people to see, or will it just be basically upon request? Like our residents are like, hey, if they see it, is it going to be visible, or will they have to like show it to somebody if they ask them like, who are you? What's going to be the procedure?
So right now, the procedure is that you need to have it on your person whenever you're conducting village business. And I planned on just following a procedure similar to Cincinnati. You had to keep it in your wallet, had to keep it on your person. If anyone asked you for it, you had to be able to present it. Now, if the person chooses to like wear a lanyard and wear it around their neck, I have no problem with that whatsoever.
Okay.
But the advantage of being in a small village is we know everybody. So the ID is mainly if we're dealing with public or if someone requests it. But, generally, if you're walking around the municipal building, I know if you should be there, I know your face. So I don't really see a reason to actually have to wear the badge like we'd have to do if you worked for the federal building.
Okay.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay. All right. Any other questions for Mr. Turley?
None,
Out of here? None?
none. I don't.
All right. Good report, Mr. Turley. Good report. Good report.
Thank you.
All
thank you.
right. Finance Director's report.
Thank you, Mayor. I don't really have anything else to add outside of what was already presented for Finance Committee. I would simply ask that we approve the bank rec receipt listing and payment listing, as well as the one that's a little different for this month, the asset forfeiture restricted funds report related to the police department.
Okay. All right. Ms. Fitzgerald?
Yes.
Ms. Fitzgerald, we do need an approval of the bank reconciliation, the receipt listing and payment listing.
I make a motion for the approval of the bank reconciliation, receipt listing, and payment listing.
I second that motion.
Motion been moved and properly second. All ayes?
Aye.
Very well. Very well.
And then, Mayor,
Yes.
can we also have a motion to approve the asset forfeiture restricted funds report?
Pam, did you catch that?
What was that again? I'm sorry.
Sure, it's the asset forfeiture restricted funds report.
Asset forfeiture.
Restricted funds report.
I make a motion to approve the asset forfeiture restricted funds report.
I'll second it.
Motion been moved and properly second. All ayes?
Aye.
Very well. All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tim. Is there anything else to your report?
No, that's all.
Good report. And get that cold under control. We don't like you to sound like that. All
We'll do
right.
it.
Law Director's report.
No report tonight, Mayor.
Very well. All right. All right. Come down to my report. Couple things that I just want to point out. I want to say to the public, I've said it to you, but I want to say it to the public, and they are out there looking at us. Happy New Year to you all. This again was not our plan to be on Zoom, but as the mayor, I had to declare an emergency here in the village just for the protection of our residents, as well as our council members as well. So just wanted to be very careful and cautious with that. As Mr. Turley indicated earlier, those numbers are decreasing. I'm hoping that I see a steady trend in that. If I continue to see that decrease trend, then simply, yes, I will reach back out to the clerk and coordinate what our next step is for the month of February. But again, this is something that I take very seriously. And again, it's just for the safety of our residents. Also, as we all knew, we were supposed to have our student council from Woodlawn Elementary run our meeting tonight. I had sent an email to their advisors pushing back on that again because of the COVID. And so I was very concerned about their safety as well. Right now, we tentatively have that scheduled for our council meeting in February. And they would like to incorporate a little Black history. So I'm excited about that with our students. So we're going to continue to work with that group. I'm going to be doing some rehearsing with them at the school. I think we have 3 dates set for February. And so again, we're still excited about that. I want everybody on this line to be excited about that. And each of you will be given a role at a later time. So I just wanted to bring that to the attention of council as well. All of you should have received an email from Monica earlier today concerning Ms. Brown's mother and her services. Please check your email. If it's not there, reach out to Monica tomorrow. She'll share with you what that is, where. But it looks like what I had seen that the majority of council is planning to go on Saturday. So we maybe can orchestrate something as a group with that. So that is all that I have for my report.
Monthly statement.
Yeah, that was my last thing. I was getting ready to pour out of my mouth. I look back down. I'm like, I do have something else. I just need a motion to approve the mayor's court monthly statement.
I make a motion to approve the mayor's monthly statement in the amount of $27,279.50.
I
I
second
second it.
The motion been moved and properly second, all ayes.
Aye.
Very
Aye.
well, thank you. All right. Let's kindly go into legislation, please.
Yes, Mayor. The first item is Resolution 01-2022. Hold on, make sure I'm at the right, no, hold on. Jumped ahead.
Huh?
First one is Ordinance 01-2022, an ordinance amending appropriations for the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2022.
Very well. I need a motion to suspend the rules for ordinance number 01-2022.
I make a motion to suspend the rules for ordinance number 01-2022.
I'll second it.
Motion been moved and properly second on the suspension. Roll call, please.
Aye.
Okay. Esther Boyd,
You're
You-
mute, Ms. Boyd.
everybody take off their mute button, please.
Aye.
Cindy Chandler,
Aye.
Pamela Fitzgerald,
Aye.
Robert Lawson,
Aye.
Kiana Tribune.
Aye.
Very well. I need a motion for passage. I need a motion for passage of ordinance number 01-2022.
I make a motion for passage for ordinance number 01-2022.
I'll second that motion.
Motion been moved and properly second. Roll call on the passage, please.
Esther Boyd,
Aye.
Cindy Chandler,
Aye.
Pamela Fitzgerald,
Aye.
Robert Lawson,
Aye.
Kiana Tribune.
Aye.
Very well.
Next item is Ordinance 02-2022, an ordinance to advance up to $116,056.69 from the general fund to the FEMA firefighters COVID-19 supplemental fund.
Very well. I need a motion to suspend the rules for ordinance number 02-2022.
Make a motion to suspend the rules on ordinance number 02-2022.
I'll second.
Motion been moved and properly second. Roll call on the suspension.
Esther Boyd,
Aye.
Cindy Chandler,
Aye.
Pamela Fitzgerald,
Aye.
Robert Lawson,
Aye.
Kiana Tribune.
Aye.
Very well. I need a motion for passage of ordinance number 02-2022.
I make a motion for passage for ordinance number 02-2022.
I'll second that motion.
Motion been moved and properly second. Roll call on the passage, please.
Esther Boyd,
Aye.
Cindy Chandler,
Aye.
Pamela Fitzgerald,
Aye.
Robert Lawson,
Aye.
Kiana Tribune.
Aye.
The next item is Resolution 01-2022, a resolution authorizing 30% of Public Works salary and benefits expenses to be paid from the State Highway Fund, Road and Bridge Fund, and Permissive Motor Vehicle and License Tax Fund.
I need a motion for passage of Resolution 01-2022.
I'll make a motion for passage of that resolution.
Can you
I'll
state the
second.
resolution 01-2022?
Absolutely. I will make a motion to pass the resolution number 01-2022.
I'll second
I'll
it.
second.
Very well. Motion been moved and properly second on the passage. Roll call, please.
Cindy Chandler,
Aye.
Pamela Fitzgerald,
Aye.
Robert Lawson,
Aye.
and Kenneth Trabue,
Aye.
Esther Boyd.
Aye.
Very well. Thank you.
The next resolution is Resolution 02-2022, a resolution authorizing the municipal manager to enter into an agreement with Next Step Networking for information technology services.
I need a motion for passage of Resolution 02-2022.
I'll make a motion for passage for resolution number 02-2022.
I'll second it.
Motion been moved, properly second. Roll call on the passage, please.
Pamela Fitzgerald,
Aye.
Robert Lawson,
Aye.
Kenneth Trabue,
Aye.
Esther Boyd,
Aye.
Cindy Chandler,
Aye.
Very well.
The next item is Resolution 03-2022, a resolution authorizing the municipal manager to enter into an agreement with Stryker for the purchase and installation of an ambulance power lift cot.
Very well. I need a motion for passage of Resolution 03-2022.
I'll make a motion for passage for resolution number 03-2022.
I'll second.
Motion been moved and properly second. Roll call on the passage, please.
Robert Lawson,
Aye.
Kenneth Trabue,
Aye.
Esther Boyd,
Aye.
Cindy Chandler,
Aye.
Pamela Fitzgerald,
Aye.
Very well.
The next item, resolution number 04-2022. There's been a request from administration to table this item until the next council meeting. So I would need a motion to table this item.
Is there a motion on the floor to table resolution number 04-2022 until our March meeting?
February meeting.
Oh my, I'm trying to get my birthday here. Our February, our February meeting.
I'll make a motion to table resolution number 04-2022 until the February council meeting.
I'll second it.
All right, motion been promptly moved and second. All eyes to table this.
Aye.
Aye.
Very well, very well. Thank you.
Aye.
All right. Thank you, Emily.
Sure. The next item is resolution number 05-2022, a resolution authorizing the municipal manager to enter into a contract with PAR Public Safety Equipment for the purchase and installation of emergency equipment for 3 police vehicles.
Very well. I need a motion for passage of resolution 05-2022.
Make a motion for passage for resolution 05-2022.
I'll second it.
Motion been moved and properly second. Roll call on the passage, please.
Kenneth Trabue,
Aye.
Esther Boyd,
Aye.
Cindy Chandler,
Aye.
Pamela Fitzgerald,
Aye.
Robert Lawson,
Aye.
Very well.
And the next item that goes with the previous resolution, resolution number 06-2022, a resolution authorizing the municipal manager to purchase 3 2022 Ford Explorers for the Woodlawn Police Division.
I'll
I
make,
need a motion for passage of resolution 06-2022.
I'll make a motion for passage of resolution 06-2022.
I'll second it.
Motion been moved and properly second. Roll call on the passage, please.
Esther Boyd,
Aye.
Cindy Chandler,
Aye.
Pamela Fitzgerald,
Aye.
Robert Lawson,
Aye.
Kiana Tribune.
Aye.
Very well.
Next item is resolution number 07, 2022. A resolution authorizing the municipal manager to approve a change order to the contract with ATC Group LLC doing business as Atlas Technical Consultants LLC.
All right, I need a motion for passage of resolution number 07, 2022.
Make a motion for passage for resolution number 07, 2022.
There a second?
Yeah,
I'll
also,
second that.
All right, motion been moved and promptly second. Roll call on the passage.
Cindy Chandler,
Aye.
Pamela Fitzgerald,
Aye.
Robert Lawson,
aye.
Kiana Tribune,
Aye.
Esther Boyd.
Aye.
Very well, thank you.
The next one is resolution number 08, 2022. A resolution authorizing the Village of Woodlawn to join the Houston Galveston Areas Council's Cooperative Purchasing Program.
All right, I need a motion for passage of resolution 08, 2022.
I make a motion for passage for resolution number 08, 2022.
I'll second it.
Motion been moved and properly second. Roll call on the passage, please.
Pamela Fitzgerald,
Aye.
Robert Lawson,
Aye.
Kiana Tribune,
Aye.
Esther Boyd,
Aye.
and Cindy Chandler.
Aye.
And
Very
we then
well.
have resolution 09, 2022, a resolution authorizing the purchase and installation of a vehicle exhaust removal system in the fire station from Man Group through the HGAC Cooperative Purchasing Program.
I need a motion for passage of resolution number 09, 2022.
I'll make a motion for passage of resolution 09, 2022.
I'll second it.
Motion been moved and properly second. Roll call on the passage, please.
Robert Lawson,
Aye.
Ms. Tribune,
Aye.
Esther Boyd,
Aye.
Cindy Chandler,
Aye.
Pamela Fitzgerald,
Aye.
Very well.
And then next we have resolution 10, 2022, a resolution authorizing the municipal manager to enter into an agreement with the Ohio Attorney General for the collection of mayor's court delinquent debts.
I need a motion for passage of resolution numbers 10, 2022.
I'll make a motion for passage of resolution number 10, 2022.
I'll second it.
Motion been moved and properly second. Roll call on the passage, please.
Kiana Tribune,
Aye.
Esther Boyd,
Aye.
Cindy Chandler. I didn't hear you, Ms. Chandler.
Aye.
Thank you. Pamela Fitzgerald,
Aye.
Robert Lawson.
Aye.
Very well.
And the next one is resolution 11, 2022, a resolution authorizing the continuation of healthcare coverage for eligible employees with Humana and setting the percentage split of the cost between the village and the employees for such coverage.
All right, very well. I need a motion for passage of resolution number 11, 2022.
I'll make a motion for resolution passage for 11, 2022.
I'll second it.
All right, motion been moved and properly second. Roll call on the passage, please.
Esther Boyd,
Aye.
Cindy Chandler,
Aye.
Pamela Fitzgerald,
Aye.
Robert Lawson,
Aye.
Kiana Tribune.
Aye.
Very well. All right. All right. Looks like, is that all of them correct,
That's
Emily?
all of them, Mayor.
All right, very well. Any new business that comes before this council? I want to bring up something I did. I'm going to be sending out an email. Look for your email. I'm going to be sending out an email talking about committee meetings for the month of February, okay? For the month of February only at this time. And so what the intent behind that was, it gives us that opportunity to have a small setting. If you are a chair of whatever, it gives you that opportunity to have that conversation with the village manager, along with the department head, and just get a sense of where we would like to go for 2022. Have that conversation with the manager, the council, the manager, and the department head. And then we can have those conversations. Then the manager, of course, will take all that we have talked about with these individuals along with him, and he will give either some recommendation or he will report back to us in a CAL meeting. As I indicated before, CAL is going to look a little differently this year. And Mr. Turley is going to pretty much operate that meeting for us, as we will still have a chair from council, but all of the communicating in that meeting pretty much will come from Mr. Turley, where he will have those conversations with his direct reports, and he will report to us as council. Just trying to streamline that process a little bit, okay? All right. So again, look for that email that is going to be coming out. I do want all of you to reach out to Monica to orchestrate that so that she is aware and how to adjust that schedule to get all of that information out to us. But our goal is just to spend maybe an hour and just talk about, if it's recreation, talk about recreation. So again, if it's recreation, let's not come into that meeting and talk about finance. Ms. Paula Sherman is clueless of finance. That's not her lane, okay? So again, we just want to have those conversations and just really get some really good insights from our manager along with his direct reports. And so that we can build for the services here in the village of Woodlawn, in which all of our employees, our residents, they are due for that, okay? So again, Mr. Turley shared with me that his biggest thing is communication, and I want to follow suit with that. Is that fair to say, team?
Absolutely.
Very well. Again, is there anything else that comes before this council? Yes, ma'am. Ms. Chandler?
Yes, just briefly, with all due respect to you, Mayor, I just wanted to give a huge shout out to the team, council, administrative people that are doing the day-to-day work. Everybody has been really phenomenal in getting me up to speed, onboarding. Like I said, last week I had a meeting with Emily and Mr. Turley set up. So it's just been really great, and just want to let the citizens know that I appreciate them for entrusting me into leading them with this village.
Well, we appreciate that as well. Cindy, while you're at that, council did give you a free coupon for getting on late tonight. But we gave you a coupon. This is your first meeting, so we gave you a pass, all right?
It's a learning curve. It's a
Hey,
learning curve.
it is. But again, we're just joking. It's all about having fun. If you don't have fun at what you do, it's boring, right? So from time to time, we're all late getting on or some type of connection, but we thought we'd just target you tonight since you was a newbie. How about that? I like that. See, I like that. Yes. All right. Again, is there anything else that comes before this council? Having none, I need a motion for adjournment.
I make a motion for adjournment for tonight's meeting.
I second.
Motion been moved and properly second for the adjournment. All ayes.
Aye.
Aye.
Very well. Good meeting and good to see all of you. Take care and
Okay.
stay warm because it's gonna be cold tonight.
Yep. Thanks, everybody. Good
All
night.
right.